Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today we got the third installment of the Hot Wheels investing portfolio for the month of March. And if you guys haven't tuned into the Hot Wheels investing portfolio that I am doing here for 2023, basically what I'm doing is every month I'm adding $10 worth of Hot Wheels with the ultimate goal that at the end of the year, I'm going to be able to quadruple the amount of money that I've invested into this portfolio with these Hot Wheels by just basically simply reading the market, understanding where trends are going, and picking cars that I feel are going to accrue in value for this year. And I'm going to be doing this in a number of different ways. So as you guys have seen in the last 2 months, it's been a lot of store exclusives and looking at stores that aren't so mainstream. And this month, I wanted to come at you guys with something a little bit different, but Facebook auctions. We know they're out there. There's plenty of them across all the different pages on Facebook. Doesn't matter which one you're on, there's always some kind of auction, whether they're live or silent auctions that just end over a certain period of time. And that's exactly where I picked up these three cars here. All three ZAMACs. You got the Nissan Skyline GTR R33, the Subaru Impreza WRX STI 22B version, and then the Honda S2000 from 2022. Again, I picked these up in auction from a group that I frequently am on, constantly posting questions, posting pictures, posting things for buy, sell, trade. And I was super excited when I had picked up this lot for $16. And it actually so happened to be a buddy here in town. So I was able to just go and pick these up earlier today. So I didn't even have to pay for shipping. So $16 straight up for these three ZAMACs right here. And I know from a budget standpoint, I set the limit at $10, but the funny thing too is that I have another friend who has been looking for the ZAMAC 22B, which I was able to cut him a deal for $5. So essentially, I bought all these cars for about $5. So I figured I'd hand this one off to my buddy. Currently right now, secondary market on this is sitting at around that $10 range. So I mean, a good deal across the board, and that allows me to keep to my budget of $10 a month for the Hot Wheels investing portfolio. So without the 22B, that puts me at a grand total of about $11 for both of these cars here, the R33 and the S2K. So let's take a closer look at each of these just to see where they are in the secondary market and where I project them to be at the end of the year. Starting with this Honda S2000 ZAMAC edition reuse rides from 2022. And the other cool thing is that my buddy who was doing the auction actually picked this up out of his master set that he had got from RLC earlier this year. So pretty awesome to have an exclusive ZAMAC of this S2K. Currently right now, secondary market, pretty surprising, but it's only going for $5 right now. But I anticipate that to go up just given the popularity of anything Ryu Asada related and Honda S2000 related. I mean, this is clearly one of the top 10 JDM casts out there for Hot Wheels. So I don't anticipate this car is going to stay in that affordable low price of $5. I'm pretty sure it's going to go up in value to about the $10-15 range. I mean, if you just look at all the other popular Honda ZAMAC cars out there, I mean, I'm thinking about the FK8 ZAMAC that came out a couple of years back. I mean, currently right now, that's selling for $10. The DC2 Acura Integra GSR, that right now sells for about $10 to $15 average. And then also, you can't forget the very popular Honda Civic EF ZAMAC, the older release, the original one. That right now is still sitting in that $40 price range. And I do see that there is another Honda Civic EF coming out later this year as well too. So I would imagine from a Honda gang standpoint, these ZAMACs are going to be pretty sought after. And then also out of the lot, you got this beautiful R33 ZAMAC Nissan Skyline GTR from back in 2019. And all I can say is that Skylines are the JDM king of the Hot Wheels world. Yes, it would technically fall on the R34, but you can't deny that the R33 and the R32 also have a special place as far as Godzilla and GTRs go. And this ZAMAC looks great. For the most part, it's a pretty clean release. I mean, you got a little tampo work here on the side that's not very realistic, but does help differentiate it from the first edition release that was just all stock. This one does look good. I mean, just that raw metal just popping on this design. Currently right now, secondary market on this is sitting around that $15 mark, but that's a huge markup for a ZAMAC that has only been around since 2019. So you're talking about 4 years. But again, with the popularity of Skylines in the Hot Wheels market today, I don't deny that this one won't grow in value moving forward. I mean, my mind immediately goes to the R34 ZAMAC, which we know currently right now secondary market for this is sitting around that $40 price point. So I can't imagine that the R33 Skyline ZAMAC is going to stay in that $15 range for much longer. So by my math, my investment for the month of $11 puts me at a secondary market value for both of these cars at about $20. So I'm up about $9, about 2x my investment for the month. And again, fingers crossed at the end of the year, somehow these two cars quadruple in value. Speaking of R33 ZAMACs, I also got a mail call. This from Mr. Jody Sims, Mr. Jode0 over there. And if you guys don't know, he has recently revived his YouTube channel and has been doing a lot of awesome Hot Wheels content. So definitely go over there and check out Mr. Jody Sims. But a couple weeks ago, he was actually gracious enough to do a giveaway. All you had to do was comment on his channel. I was merely just giving him a pat on the back, telling him what a great job he's doing. And somehow, guys, the Hot Wheel gods let me win his giveaway, and guys, I'm excited. So let me get this open to show you guys what I won. But we got a letter, we'll get to that in 1 second. Let's take a look at the goodies that he gave away. So you got 4 loose cars here. This one is the Layin Lowrider. You got the Dimancini Veloce. You got the Gasser Corvette that debuted from last year. This is pretty awesome. This is the 67 Corvette in purple. This is actually a multi-pack exclusive. And last but not least, as I was saying a second ago, ZAMAC R33 Skyline. So again, Mr. Jody Sims, I appreciate this so much. You know me very well, my dude. What an awesome car, awesome piece to add to the stash, guys. It's gonna go great with my other ZAMAC Skylines and just fit well within my Skyline collection altogether. But with that, let's take a look at the note that Jody sent. So I like this. He's a little bit of a Pokemon fan too, as I see from his channel. So I really do appreciate that Pokemon stationery there. But just taking a look at what Mr. Jode0 said here. So congrats on winning the loose cars on his wrap-up video, which I will leave a link to the description down below, as well as just to Jody's channel. So definitely make sure to go check him out over there. But just something to spread a little joy. Hope all is well and God bless. So again, appreciate it, Mr. Jody. Let's just give some of these cars a little bit of attention here. So you got the Gasser Corvette. And again, just a continuation on with the popular gassers that Hot Wheels has been putting out. Looks good. I'm excited to see what Hot Wheels is going to do with this car moving forward. I know a lot of folks have been putting out a lot of really awesome customs of this cast already. The Layin Lowrider. So this is actually kind of a cool fantasy cast because as it rolls, the little motor here sticking out of the hood actually does move a little bit too. So definitely an awesome piece. I think my boy is gonna love this one. Dimancini Veloce. So this one may be similar to a lot of you guys, but when this released, I had to look at it a couple of times because I couldn't tell if it was a real car or a fantasy cast. So it is noted as a fantasy cast, but the name, how the car is shaped, I mean, with all these Castro liveried on this car, I mean, you could definitely fool someone that this is a real car in existence. But again, pretty awesome fantasy cast nonetheless. And this 67 Camaro, you know what is really interesting, guys, is that when these were coming out in the multi-packs last year, I got the green and the red one. But for some reason, I just couldn't bring myself to buy another $10 9-pack, so I skipped on this purple one, and this is actually the one that I needed to complete this trio. And I'm pretty sure there's only 3 of these 67 Camaros from the multi-pack as exclusives. I guess correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but somehow telepathically Jody knew that I was missing this car, and winning this giveaway completes me on these exclusive Camaros. So I mean, just awesome to add this one to the collection. Interesting thing about these multi-pack exclusives, I mean, you guys see I do a lot of highlights on these 9-packs and the exclusive cars inside of them, but right now secondary market value on these is actually doing okay. They're about $2 to $3 a piece. For some reason, the last couple of sold listings for this purple Camaro have been sitting in that $8 to $10 range, so pretty awesome. Glad to have it to the collection. It's going to go with my other 2 Camaros and just look awesome within the display case. But that's what I got for you guys today. Just wanted to give you an update on the Hot Wheels investing portfolio for the month of March, and hopefully it inspires you a little bit that you don't have to find all the good stuff at the stores on the pegs. There's definitely a lot of opportunities within the community, on Facebook, on eBay, on social media in general, where you can do auctions, do bids, and just straight buy out stuff at awesome deals. And last but not least, wanted to give a big shout out to Mr. Jody Sims. Again, keep it up, man. Your videos are awesome, and I can't wait to see the next one. That's what I got for you guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.